recording.
Yes, I can, like, a lot of times likes initiators, but in this case, Omen's kind of a pseudo-initiator in a way.
Would ISO get played this tournament? There's
Killjoy.
potential.
Yeah, but very different
With
compositions
Paper
here.
X
So
here,
Killjoy
and
versus
Paper X
the
doing
Cypher, and I
some
don't
interesting
necessarily
stuff, there
disagree
is
with you,
potential,
Killjoy
yeah.
on this map, very similar to Haven. So much value can be found from those lockdown ultimates, so he's sticking with that, but it's also Enzo going over for the Sova. So
Sova, did I see a Gecko as
no
well?
Viper to speak of. So when it comes down to that map control, it's a
Timer
lot more
countdown?
difficult
Yes,
to
I can
grab
do
if
that.
you're Team Liquid.
This is pretty similar to kind of...
Maps, Lotus, Split,
Yes.
Haven.
Yeah.
Okay,
we get to see it again. Just
so
in case
it's
you were
Breach,
unsure. It is
Breach,
one more time.
double, dude,
Nothing
we see a
changed, right?
double Breach.
We didn't get baited or anything.
Sova can be okay.
Yeah.
Raise, and then on the other side we have a Cypher as well.
Yeah, so
Oh
like,
man.
think like theory crafting the comp
Be brave
differences,
like
right?
Bren. Not
I
a
think
chance.
the
I'm
Killjoy
doing
gives you
Bren
a
stuff.
little bit
I'll do
more
a
net presence
I'll do a
especially on
timer.
the defender side,
That's the
than a
most I'm
Cypher
doing.
in a
I'm not.
way.
I'm not.
You know,
The thing is,
Cypher
Bren
quite good at locking down, like,
Bren
one
is
site,
secured
like
for
Lo was
next
talking
year,
about
right?
this
He
a
can
lot
just
yesterday,
cast.
especially with the new buffs and stuff like
If
that.
I
But the
if
Killjoy,
I
you
get
can spread
banned
yourself a little bit
from
more,
watch
you can go
parties,
nano,
that's
you know, on
me
the opposite
done.
end of the map and try to cover an entrance or a site that way, things like that.
Alrighty, well, it is time to kick off the action here at AVL Day 2. Fancy United going up against Team Liquid.
Okay, let's put this here and let's see if I've done it
Let's
right.
see what damage this Vietnamese squad can do.
We got a timer? I think I saw one. Okay, the timer's there at least.
All right.
That's the best we can do, chat.
Very, very excited to see what they can get done on this attacker's side.
Bren had like the
Exactly
mini map and stuff, dude.
How they're
Bren was
going to
crazy.
approach kind of a little bit off meta comp from Team Liquid, like you were talking about, without the secondary smokes to kind of cover things.
Okay, Liquid
A lot
on
of value can
defense,
come out of Enzo
and
on
we'll just
that
call him
Sova.
Fancy. Fancy on attack.
Get
And
deep
looks like
behind
Liquid are going kind of aggro.
what
3
Fancy
people over
United
towards
wants
B.
to do with their added layer of smoke protection of those walls and those other things. So off the rip,
Instant alarm bot behind the mound because you
Fault line
can't
being
see it
charged
getting
up.
placed. Dude, they're just going to contact C.
very close to an alarm bot. Right
This
around
is
the corner
interesting.
from
Like
that.
walk pushing B because they don't have a Killjoy is pretty cool. Oh my goodness.
Come away with 2 kills. Nats does fall, so C site going to be broken open, but man advantage is here for the side of Team Liquid. Mild damage here on Takawa as Vera's going to take a very far forward position. He'll be able to get one as a parting gift, but can't find much else other than that.
I mean, they're a
Goes
unit.
in hand. Takawa and Suga just the last players standing. Try to keep themselves
This
in
has to be the
round.
best breach flash in the world.
Flash at the ready. Gets sent out. Not going to be able to spot too much. Does get a shot right there into the waist of Enzo. So down to 70, but still more work to be done. Shock Dart connecting. Almost gets the headshot lineup, but can't quite find it.
Yeah, it's
Kala
not a
now
good
trying
plan
to
for me.
stand his ground.
Honestly, I like how Liquid are all together. It's kind of nice on this one. That's a good sign. I think the pistol is pretty good as well. Just pushing over towards B, where normally you have a turret in terms of Killjoy giving you info. So they got a full info here, open the door, and then the spams are just good. Bad plant. Yeah, it's like a 2v4 when they're getting the plant down, right? So it's like, didn't really have the option. Dude, they actually just got 2 spams.
Fancy a little bit here as well. That door in the way. All you can do is kind of spam through there. They've got the angles pretty well lined down. A few off-balance shots from Suka and Kawa there. Towards the end, just couldn't quite connect. They had opportunities. They had a little bit of time. Just couldn't find the mark.
Oh my goodness.
Jumping back, no blast packs.
What do they buy in this one? Just a sheriff?
Away, paint shell as well. Not going to find too much damage in the aftershock. Instead, it creates some additional space, but
This is a real farm potential here.
One goes back in, gets the tag in on the fish shell, which Jumpy will be able to finish up. Follows through with the Guardian.
Could just let him real farm here, to be honest. With the Marshall. Oh, that is not the prettiest thing.
Forward, and as Kawa tries, I'll set up
Okay, not too bad as well. They're kind of close to Razor in terms of 2 away. Pretty nice.
2-0 start and a flawless round for Team Liquid.
It seems like Team Liquid has a pretty good bead on exactly what Fancy United wants to do here off the rip. I mean, it seems like to me they've read pretty well both rounds how exactly Fancy United wanted to approach it.
Okay, first buy for Fancy. Let's see what they got.
Then here, just
Oh my, it's a late replay.
this push and Keiko clean mostly. with his Marshall. A few missed shots with the Guardian from Yampi, but that's okay. No harm, no foul, because they come through with it with everything intact. It's flawless other than the armor.
Smokes down, there's the paint shells out.
Damn, Liquid fast round, heavy over towards A.
Forward over at A main.
Yeah, at least have to go and retake this back if you fancy, really. There's no way they leave this Sova close to A on all their normal rounds, though. Hoping just because it's a low buy. Or is Sova good then, maybe?
Aftershock off the plant for the time being. Now have to relocate.
They could definitely flood this. That shock dot's nice. Oh my. It's a nice shot from Yampi. Damn, okay. That's a real good start. Double upgrade in terms of the guns as well. I mean, Mystic did good. I'm actually impressed with the moment. They look like a unit, which is nice. The Sova's looking pretty good as well. In terms of fancy here, they lost A control, and then they just kind of just forced over towards B. It wasn't... I would like to see some defaulting, maybe. But it's okay. It's still early. Existence FPS, what's up, dude, with the 2 months? Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks for the tier 1. Fancy has 2 subs. Fancy has 1 sub, right?
Dodging out on that one, but I mean, already just fast gameplay coming in from the side of Fancy 9, but even faster responses from Team Liquid. Everybody corralling around that B site. Now Keiko is
I think it's only 1.
Operator into his hand.
1 sub and a coach. Oh.
It's
damn, that's devastating.
Keiko looked pretty good with that Marshall, so it shouldn't be too far off the mark there.
And so,
damn, that really didn't work out well. Is it both because of visas?
Peeking. It's blown out of the water. Yampi as well finds Vera lurking over outside of B. And already with the force up here from Fancy.
Yeah, it's an interesting attack wall. I kind of like this. It's very good, at least for the C control and blocking the normal vision of the turret that's here. It's kind of cool wall. It's only really good if you have A control, so I guess you could save it if they don't push A. Then you could go do this wall. I actually kind of like this wall. It has potential.
And then you can move over into tree and spam through there.
Penetration, and you just swing out, finds one. You will be able to take down Yampi, so no flawless to be found here. But work cut out for him with the spike. Even though it's just in front of him, still seems like it's unattainable. And it is.
Okay,
so
Liquid go into against another buy round, and they have so many big holes.
Really, really well coordinated for Team Liquid. A little bit concerning, them not quite being aware of some of these angles on the map that they can take with these powerful guns. And like you said, they force bought, so things a little bit going to be off the mark in terms of the rotations of the guns and the economy. And I did see Vera trying to buy a Vandal there, and he also had a Showstopper, so I'm curious if he's just going to pass that over, if they're going to go for some kind of set play here.
The server actually looks alright at the moment.
5-man stack. He's still going to hang on.
It's a bit of a nightmare to get out towards A with it.
Yeah.
Like when you have to 180 shoot the recon.
Going for that ace thrifty round, you know?
Trying to give a little bit of extra firepower into this one. Push forward, okay.
That is huge, by the way. 1 hero gun. So I got the buy wrong. 1 hero gun, and they get a little bit of damage with the sword.
Gets tagged up by that, but not going to be eliminated. But this looks like the best opportunity here for Fancy thus far, even though it's in the thrifty. The Odin has been recovered. Flash going out, Nat swinging. Just managed to find one, but Yampi gets rid of that Odin.
Oh no.
Keiko looking for a target. Oh, Suka with a headshot. Takes him down, missing.
Damn, it was a big round for them as well. They get 2 upgrades in terms of the guns. They pick up the Odin as well. That's not too bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, not only is the opening shot phenomenal, there's a great response with the utility from Fancy to make sure that site's clear. Use that showstopper to push space, make sure that there's no response with utility. We saw that be a problem earlier.
Fancy. I mean, if they have a stand-in and their coach playing,
by the way, the fact that
you would expect. I mean, Liquid should be 2-0 in that, and maybe splits like relatively close. If that's their pick.
Response here from Fancy, like recognizing some of the problems that happened earlier when they tried to go B, and they're able to use their utility. To
this A-hole looks kind of strong with this. Jeez, Jesus. They're putting the Sova all in.
Got the tag on to
Oh
one.
my goodness.
Away from the
That is
SMN,
probably the
dodge
strongest
that.
A hold I've ever seen. That's probably the most util I've ever seen invested over towards A.
45 health. That's now backing away.
But I think it kind of works out well. We haven't seen Fancy actually retake over towards A yet. We haven't seen them, especially if they're investing their wall like this all the time. It's so hard for them to get back out towards A. They omen smoke.
Yes, it gives you a little bit more like entry to the sites and things like that, but post plant, I guess with the added layer of smokes that Team Liquid doesn't have compared to you, yeah, I guess I could see this being pretty viable because then you can use your toxic screen and your omen smokes.
Nuts with the ult. I think it's because of the setup, but we'll keep an eye. This was a very nice ult. Oh, this was a nice ult with the one-way as well. Pretty good breach. Yeah, this one-way actually worked out pretty well.
Eliminated. Yes, I can. Setting up the smoke just to be able to recover the spike.
What a bit of a nightmare for Fancy though. At least they won their eco, which means their money's pretty good.
But already Liquid getting a read on this. They've started corralling around this position, so this is going to take some big heroics to try to get this back into their favor. But Suka falling. Yes, I can. Still at 45 HP. It doesn't look likely. And there you have it. Odin's still in play. Spam through the wall.
Yeah, the Odin is so good on this map.
For Fancy United to get themselves a second round.
I mean, Team Liquid.
I mean, Enzo used his ult into this one. He's kind of close. Well, okay, Nuts is getting this one. I was gonna say it's gonna be 3 away.
Pin them in, keep them from getting anywhere they really wanted to go, and then when they use
Mitch,
the
yeah, Mitch loves this. Mitch loves Enzo.
Yampi, very, very good. But then when Kawa
this is I feel like Mystic played this pretty well as well, just falling back instantly. Everything was good here, over towards A. I like it at the moment. It looks very clean from Liquid.
Nice try.
I think this makes a lot of sense from Fancy now. They invested wall over towards here though, so this might make it a little bit obvious in terms of Liquid just spamming everything. They have been nading over towards the wall though, so I wonder if it does good damage. Yeah, it forces them out into the open and Mystic just sprays them down.
2 for 2 so far though, as Fisio is able to trade one back.
They did pretty good to get trades here, really.
Try and scout, managing to spot at least 2 there. Enzo for now, just gonna be sat, ready to spam.
One picking. What's up, dude? How we doing with the 3 mums? Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the tier 1, dude. Good to see you.
That Odin there. Okay, well you do have the ult though, so now you've got the
Afreeca look, dude. It looks, the stream looks nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Stream looks good.
Using the Cypher ult, pretty good, and it seems like they're gonna gamble a little bit here on the B. Just the alarm bot for the presence of Team Liquid. No other players there just yet, but should be able to respond fairly quickly.
They can start getting corralled into position. Aftershock is at the ready, but Yampi, the operator, he's not really in enough spots actually.
Oh, that's a big miss, Yampi.
Shot goes out, nothing found. Shock try to buy some space. Nats.
It's a really good Viper ult though as well with the safety nets.
Inside of the pit, just trying to lurk, trying to not get caught with the spam.
Bro, the spam.
Now take it down to 31 HP, push up into the smoke.
No way he got that kill.
Able to get the weapon out in time, and now
Okay, nicely done in the end.
Out.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the Odin at the moment is crazy. I don't know how Enzo gets this kill. Really going back into here. It felt like he should be going down.
Placement and usage to clear space inside of that Viper's pit. I mean, the Aftershock.
Especially the Odin's like super long, so that other guy not see him like really early. You should see the gun barrel pretty early there.
And then Nats is just, you know, he reads Fisio's movement here so well. Yeah, Fisio gets the first kill. Then Nats doesn't see him, and Nats is like, oh, you step to the side. I know that that's about the only angle you can go to. Reads it perfectly.
Oh, he looked to the right.
Just waiting for him to come back in.
I think he heard the footsteps of Nats, to be honest.
Certainly that is a throw that is a tough one to take.
Yeah.
You got to bear in mind as well, this is the, in theory, harder side for Liquid, so this is already, this is probably already enough rounds on defense.
Paint shells primed and ready. Swing out. Ooh, just over top of the head there of Vera, unable to find the kill. Wants to lead the way, but instead
we've seen some weird walls from Fancy though. They're mixing it up. But I don't think that's good because it just means the pressure over towards A is just like non-existent.
That was going to be a lot of Team Liquid quickly responding to their rotations. So now they're starting
off that alarm bot.
Yeah. couldn't quite find it. But I like, in general, I like what Fancy's doing now. They're starting to spread the map a little bit more. They're recognizing that Team Liquid is
Yeah, but they've
rotating
never
very
created
quickly,
pressure over
to
towards
these
A, though.
hits and responding too quickly to these hits. So now they got to start buying time and buying utility.
Maybe, honestly,
Out of Team Liquid, and there you go. Now that alarm's
Liquid
cleared,
messed
but
up a bit here by over-rotating.
it's going to make it a little bit easier for Liquid to get into position.
Like this one is Liquid's bad, straight
Now
up.
planted, full 5 members. No one taking any damage. Kawa there with a ghost, however.
Oh, Suka Zerk.
He's lurking through Yampi just on the side. Is he actually going to check for it? No, he doesn't. He
Oh,
doesn't check the
no.
right side, and Yampi manages to find the kill. Barrett, however,
Oh.
trying to angle the side. Comes up with 2. Fischio going to be fighting 1 as well. A 2v3, an operator in the hands of Keiko.
Oh my.
Board has the shorty, only gets a smattering of damage across, and as they swing
Okay.
the corner.
Yeah,
it'll take
Liquid
him
does
down.
over-rotate on this one, especially when they're just giving them A control all the time for free. You just gotta hold one here and most likely just push behind or just have like a rotate through B. It's not the end of the world. Especially when they haven't like fully committed over towards the site. It's just maybe the comms were bad. I'm not entirely sure.
So
But
that way Team Liquid can't just insta-respond.
6-2. Yeah, dude, Despa's getting lucky this
A little
tournament.
bit more time and space, and this round was much better in that regard overall for Fancy United.
Very nicely done.
Wait, how did this breach flash not get him?
That's
Vera looking sharp too, by the way.
great turnaround on that one after Suka gets dropped.
We can't see here. That's, yeah, forgot about that one. I did that yesterday as well.
No one to receive that pressure. Alarm bot will
Alarm bot goes in. I also like this from Liquid again, just doing the fact that they don't have the Killjoy, so that a lot of the time they're just controlling the area like front of B, which is pretty nice. Also looked like this site hit from Fancy was pretty good. That was a very loose Razor. Wait, that's some nice tech though. That was some nice tech with the Wait, this is a hard setup to go through. You're a crazy guy, you got your smoke here.
But the covering fire from Mystic is just too damn good. Swung out wide, unexpected. Now the full flash connects on the Suka. He falls, Nat finds the kill. Fischio trying to hold it down, turns its sights over to Waterfall, but cannot line up the shot.
Okay, nicely done from Liquid.
Finish off, yes I can. The fuse comes in and TL
Honestly,
themselves to 7.
we'll give Liquid the benefit of the doubt in terms of this one, because I could definitely be a bit critical to Fancy here, but I do think that, like, I'm liking the Liquid are just playing together as a unit right there. So happy to just leave sites to retake together.
They say, okay, we're going to buy a little bit of time here. We're going to check for our flanks. We're going to check our angles a little bit more. And you know, again, it's like a timing read here from Team Liquid.
Patience is non-existent. I mean, he was just scared of the drone, which is why he went for the play, trying to make the timing. But I think it could have been a little bit better. They look comfy on Lotus so far. They look very comfy. But Fancy are making this easy by never doing this wall over towards A. Like, Liquid at the moment, the only rounds that look good are like these ones, right, where they actually decide to fight over towards A. They're the only ones where I'm like, okay, Fancy actually could do something here. This is really nice from Mystic, but again, they have 3 people hold him. Damn. That was really, really nice. And now they're going to be scared of going over towards A. Like, as much as I like some of their ideas in terms of Fancy with their Viper Wall, the fact that they don't have their Viper Wall over towards A to like create the question mark that they could have got out, or even just like the smoke here as well to block vision, it just means that Liquid can just have so many people on other sides. But you've also got to shout out to Liquid for just at the beginning, and I think like their whole game plan has just been good. Just pushing over towards A the whole time. Like this team, when they're using their Viper Wall everywhere else and they're not using a smoke here, it just means they struggle to luck out over towards A. So Liquid have just been taking it pretty much every round apart from this one. But you can't really blame them for this one. The call was that they punished A so heavy that they won't go A, and then Fancy just go A. So like, this is like a classic calling strat that a lot of teams do. But if something failed so bad, they don't expect you to do it. So it does become a bit of mind games.
Another great shot. It's unfortunate for Kawa. Just keeps getting the short end of the stick.
And to make matters worse, Nats has his ult. on the back of all this. So yeah, okay, you've kind of identified the open
Yeah,
site.
and it's so
although, of
fine
course,
to
there
just
is
play
the Killjoy
retake
utility
on
that you're going
all
to
of
have to
these
clear
sites.
out. I don't know if they're going
This
to
here though has been it's
set
still been an
buttons.
okay
Yeah,
round
it
from
seems like they're
Fancy.
really
It's just
not
kind of
accounting
nice
for it.
from
Nanoswarms get popped.
Liquid to go
Take too
aggro.
much damage, only a little bit.
What I think of that Liquid comp?
But yeah, now you got the lockdown to deal with.
On paper, I don't really like it, but honestly, I kind of like it for their game plan, like of just pushing A all the time. Feels pretty good to shut down A. The Sovas actually looked a little bit better than I thought it would.
The push comes in from Mystic, stepping to him and takes him down. Keiko in the meantime also finds the SI can. Door getting tapped, Yumpy just drawing attention. Vera able to find one, but then Keiko finds the elimination, and Ficio, he gets one, but the paint
Okay,
shells lined up.
nice from
The
them. They're
Viper's
going to have
too low.
Razor for the
4K
last round.
here
Dude, this is
for
going to
the
be a
Rays.
brutal,
And Team
brutal
Liquid
map
now
to score.
on pace to go 10-2 in the half.
And you gotta like what you're seeing here from Liquid. It's really good discipline. It's really good understanding of their space that's left open by the lockdown. And it's a flash and a push on the back of it to make sure that Suka can't really do much from the backside there. You can
The
see
back
he
of
gets caught by
the
flash from
dart,
Yumpy.
yeah, I think the
Just barely
server is
in there
pretty
to stun
cool,
one
to
of
be
the
honest.
two.
It's one of those
And
maps that
it's just really
I don't know. I haven't really
well
played
coordinated.
around. I know there's a
Good
couple of
reaction
shocks.
from Liquid.
The only thing I
Setup
played
from that's
around with
really
the
good.
Sova on this map is
So
like
far, I haven't
with
seen
ISO, just like
Fancy United
instant
really
shocks.
be
You
able
can
to
do one over towards
track
A. That's like
and
relatively okay for like the double
identify and
damage.
the Killjoy utility on a consistent
But
basis
other than
as
that, I
well.
haven't
That's
really
another
played
big
around with the
problem
Sova
for them
too
right now
much.
is
But
Nats is
yeah, I
constantly
agree.
changing up.
The
Where
recon
this
over
utility
towards
is
here
going,
can be
how it's
nice,
being placed,
especially as
how
it
it's
can be
being
late
used,
and with a
and that's
push.
giving them a lot of fits.
Sova
It's
Breach
giving
is just a
Liquid
combo
a ton of
is really
information,
nice anyway,
and it's
because
fun
like
ability
just
to
it,
dictate
the amount of times
pieces.
where it's just like having protocols of just like if the
Oh,
dart
didn't
gets
see
shot,
much
then we
there
can
for
stun.
Enzo.
If not, you can save the stun.
He's also
Like the
he's gonna start
it's just
swinging away
always a good,
off this A site.
it's just always a
Fancy
good
have started to drift into this direction.
duo.
So a bit of a misread here from the side of Team Liquid. Fancy ought to be able to just get themselves a free play perhaps, but now
See,
we're
this
seeing
round is
Nats
much better from Fancy
in
though.
position here over at
Right,
stairs.
actually
Operator
using the
can
smoke out towards A. Dude, this guy doesn't have a lineup for it though.
Locked
I can tell he's free-handed that one because it wasn't great.
for a close cross.
So that shows how
Off the
often
door.
they do like the
He's
normal
got a
default
nano
smoke
right
out
there.
towards A.
Turn around the corner if they
Yeah, he
hit
doesn't
B.
have smoke
Gonna
lineups at
use the
least. That's
rolling
crazy.
thunder, though, so A looks to be the hit.
Damn.
It is the hit,
That's
but
a
the
lot of
counter-rolling
ults.
thunder comes through the showstoppers there as well. Keiko sends it out.
He only
Yeah.
got one hit.
Still managing to trade it one back. It's the first elimination. HP bars so very low. Yes, I can. Suka Bear all tagged up. The kills are still
Yeah,
being
bro,
found.
they would have
Yumpy,
won.
the
Chat,
last one
they would have
standing,
won
cannot get it done.
double the amount of rounds if they had done
United
this from the
Fancy
start.
United are
This
able
smoke
to
out
tie that
towards
10-2
A
scoreline
to
away,
just
but
block
there is
vision
so
and
much
have
work
A
to be
control.
done. And
That's
that was
all they need
Liquid
to do.
winning
There's
from
a
the
there's a
defending
massive
side.
reason why
Yeah.
everyone does that as their
No, it was
default, to just create
really
question
good
marks
stuff
over
overall
towards
from
here.
Liquid.
They
Again,
just never
really
did it.
controlling the
Liquid
pace,
always
the
had
retakes,
full information.
almost always effective. This was one of the few that
Mbizzle, what's up,
and
dude? With the
a
9
lot of this
months.
is Fancy
Thank you,
United, I
thank you.
think, having a
9-3
pretty good
curse,
idea of
not
the
a
ult
chance on this
situation there
one,
with the
from what we've
showstopper
seen.
with the Rolling Thunders, and they're able to back up just
Not a
enough that they
chance.
don't
I won't
take
even humor it.
catastrophic damage from it.
9-3 on the
They're good with his
defense
shot.
of
Yes, I
Lotus.
can.
Like
Finally coming alive
this
with
is
it.
done fast.
And they find that
At least
very,
this
very
map.
crucial
I'm
third round
not
win. Of
like
course,
they pick split. They have like a coach and
now
a
them
stand
going
in,
over to the
so
defender side,
I'm imagining split will be a lot better.
you know, can they replicate what Team Liquid was able to do? That's a tough task. 'cause
Does
Team
anyone know what
Liquid
the
was really
lineup for
good.
T1 is? All I know is
Yes, they
Xgrot's playing. That's it.
absolutely do.
But that's only from chat as well.
9-3. I mean, we
Chat, does
saw-
anyone actually have the T1
We
lineup?
saw a run back yesterday from DRX.
Yes.
They were able to make it happen, but just
But that's DRX.
Billy
Yes,
Billy
given the
went
difference
10
that
to.
we're
That's
seeing
true.
right
Billy
now,
Billy are another breed though.
how fired up Liquid are, and this being their map pick, and them winning 9-3, starting on the defending half. There's not
Xgrot and Rossi.
right
Okay.
now here for the side of Fancy,
You reckon
but
a rotation?
they need to light a fire under their rears right now.
As long as they
The
play
last 25
Izu
seconds
every
of this
map, I
break,
don't
and come out
really
swinging
mind too
here
much.
in this next pistol.
Yeah, I mean, and again, something that we talked about at the beginning of this map that continues to be a big question.
The thing
in
is,
my mind we saw a
Izu
lot
and
of
King
impact
should
from Nats
always be
with his
playing.
utility, with the
They're
ability
the two
to
best in that roster
control,
in my
again,
mind
the
for
tempo
sure.
and the
Like they're
information game so
the
nicely
ones
there
that
on
actually make me
defender
excited
side.
about that
Now
roster.
with Suka on that Cypher, a big question for me, is he going to be able to have some impact in that regard as well? Again, it's very difficult to match Nats, you know, the best, one of the best, if not the best in the world at that kind of thing. But you know, using that Cypher, you know, are you going to be
You
able to
think
mix
King
up
is benched?
the trap wires? Are
Surely
you gonna
not,
be able
bro.
to,
He's like
really make sure that the cams are in a good spot,
he's like
that
one of the
your
most
smokes are gonna
impactful
be,
sentinels
well
in the
placed
game.
as
Full
well. So
stop.
Cypher
Surely
is
not.
really can be very difficult to deal with on certain sites, like on C. There's a lot of funky angles, a lot of one-ways you can actually create if you're very clever with them.
Hear you out, Izu for Saya. If I was the coach in that team, I actually think I'm doing that. I think I let Izu duelist. If they're in for the madness.
Opening volley, not finding much here. Keiko just staying tucked away. The smoke comes out. Cross and managed to elude the spray.
Yeah, Nat's tried to take a lot of space here. This is a new dude. I haven't seen that trick before. Kind of nice.
Take him down.
There you
Good
go.
early kill here for the side of Fancy.
Yeah, man, that's a really nice play there off your own utility. So Suka, so far, checking some boxes here that I wanted to see, and that's really impressive. Now the thing is Fancy's over-reading into Nats' positioning here. They over-rotated. They've got 2 players that came over. Now Yes I Can on his own.
Okay, Paranoia.
Still a nice hit. 4v5, gonna save 5 from retake. King's English isn't good and they're gonna comment English. Then why did they pick him up?
30 seconds left.
The guy's so talented. Surely let him have a team that speaks his language. Mystic's gonna own this, right? Boy, that's not bad. Kiku's playing very well. There's a lot of frags at the moment.
Trying to swing around from the flank, cannot find the
Okay.
elimination. Yapi will get the double cleanup, and it's going to be another pistol round going to
There's
Liquid.
a double pistol for Liquid as well.
By Mystic, so good to just hide himself in the corner, and the awareness just better for Team Liquid, like the understanding of the spacing of the map, the way that the utility creates the spacing. And the funny thing is they're the team with only 1 controller. They don't have 2. Usually you would think the team with 2 controllers has a lot more ability to sort of dictate.
I think Rossi
space,
really
those
adds a
kind
lot of
things.
confusion.
But instead
Yeah, I
it's
think
Team
that's
Liquid doing it.
pretty
And they're
accurate.
so smart,
At least
so
from
savvy.
my
These
end.
guys looking
We don't know
so
what's going on
prepared.
internally. Oh my god, 5-person push over towards B? Someone's farming.
Even with the deficit, not going to be seeing a force up here from the side of Fancy United. Just 1 sheriff in the hands of Farah. Nats for the time being looking to play this out rattly, and oh dear God.
Oh no.
But, I mean, trigger discipline doesn't matter. He still manages to mow down 3. Gets those eliminations. Mystic trying to find the last 2,
Nice,
and
he
he
does.
shall.
Well, yeah, they said they're going to be farming.
Miss it round. As Team Liquid will very swiftly get themselves up to 11.
Well, I mean, now let's see if Team Liquid can convert another bonus like we saw on their defender's side. Nothing too much to write home about here as Fancy United once again on their eco after a pistol loss tries to rush B. Did it on
Okay,
both sides of the map
let's
and
see. I
no
mean,
good either time.
I think they're not going to get around,
Very
maybe.
good read on some of the tendencies of Kawa and of
What's
Fancy
at
United
least
right
maybe
now.
get to see some of
But
Liquid's
Who
default.
knows, maybe we get a few more rounds, get a little bit of confidence flowing before
Just
the
in
end
a
of the map,
recon
potentially.
where they
for
can
Fancy
shoot it,
United.
but I guess they have
You never know,
variations.
miracles happen, but right now, hard
Oh man, first buy round, they're pushing all the way through A. They're in spawn.
Okay, well, Yapi gonna be taken out.
What the?
A kill found there as Vizio now getting pressured out. Down
This is kind of nice though. 3-person push, and you push them into the Viper and you push them into the Cypher. Like, this was a nice round from them. Liquid decided to speed up in reaction, but it's like you're speeding up into a Viper molly, or you're speeding up into buffed trips. This is actually a pretty cool round from them. I felt like Liquid's reaction. I mean, it was a low buy, so
yeah, it was in
fine.
the teens, that's for sure.
Wait, that was a crazy first kill.
17. Oh,
Like,
yeah,
really crazy.
vulnerability. They just walk right across that.
He's the manager for Team Liquid.
This Liquid feels less stiff.
I guess there's
Yeah, they're really, yeah, I agree with
level of
you.
irony there. But anyway,
It's still very early, but I agree. They look
of course
more
it is.
together
Going up
already.
against the bonus, and that's
for
an
sure.
expected result, but the fact that it's flawless is huge. Huge.
Yeah, build up a bank.
Exactly.
Now they're looking to get aggressive. A 3-man push coming out from A.
Did they
Nats
do it
here.
again?
One player that's going to receive now knows that there's going to be pressure out from B.
And now they're going to
One this time
force
around.
over
Yes,
towards
they
the
can.
Cypher?
Does get taken
Oh,
down.
that is a
A little bit of damage onto the
huge
others.
kill.
Kiko does find Suka. The C site broken open. Now with 3.
Kiko? Yeah, I mean, Kiko is absolutely sending it.
Fancy United. They're anticipating Vizio here from this
But
end.
how aggro he's playing, he doesn't have that many deaths, though. We'll give him that.
He was the one playing outside of B. They creep forward. Swing on the corner, about to come through, and yep, paranoia, not necessary. That guy already
The
dead.
Cypher over Killjoy, isn't it? This is definitely the best map. Like, it's definitely the worst map for Cypher in comparison to the Killjoy. Like, no doubt in my mind.
Done here. Will will not be able to find an additional kill. Mystic will be the closer once more as Liquid get themselves up to map point.
Match point.
All right.
And again, even with
8
these
chances.
multiple layers of smokes and utility, Keiko's just able to get around it. He's able to navigate himself. Look at these flashbacks right over anything that Suka had set up. The smokes, the trap wires, all of it dodged.
Learning from the previous round.
Yep, exactly. And it's just, again, the instantaneous adaptations that Team Liquid makes to anything they see that Fancy United does well. Because Fancy United has yet to win more than 1 round in a row. That's it, just one. Yeah, that's it.
They've been very scattered.
Damn, they don't. Are they scared of shooting the recon maybe? The double satchel potential? Because I guess if you shoot the recon, you can just stun and double satchel, and you're going to be out in the open.
Suka's going to be able to get a free kill on him, but if you can find something, that neural theft is available. Very much help the rest of his squad, but
do I like the solo breach? Nah, I hate the solo breach. Again, like I think that Liquid just played very well against this comp. If you push aggro over towards A on your defense, they have nothing to re-clear it. The only thing they have is the Viper wall, and they didn't use the Viper wall to get control of A. So then they don't have like a drone agent, so they can never re-clear A. So they're just gambling the whole time. Like, Fancy's comp is just awful, I gotta be honest.
Lockdown now, rolling through. They have to pull back. Mystic trying to swing around.
But shout out to Liquid for just playing it well.
Gets the punish, gets Yuppie as well, and
I say playing it well this round was...
Well, this is definitely Nats' wheelhouse.
This round was too
so
much.
smart here. Already has the nano.
Pops it. Just trying to keep his position.
Oh, I like this though.
From his own nano swarm. Spots one, gets the kill, has to try to relocate, but
okay, well,
to dodge.
Just as we decided to compliment them, we see an awful round.
Fighting back in round
Jesus
17,
Christ.
they get themselves up to 5.
That is such a cheeky setup he had there. Pops the first nano off the contact from the turret, just in case, to buy a little bit extra time. The second nano to follow.
Here's a nice try from Nats,
though. He takes it himself so that they don't think he'd be there, because who
yeah,
would sit their own
Nats'
nano
stuff was
to
nice.
take damage and, you know, try to hold down
This
a
was
like that.
this was them trying to end it pretty early.
It's great. I mean, it entirely makes them think like, okay, he's not playing with line of sight.
Exactly.
He does not.
I mean, chances we got 7 on the board.
Smartly done. Not enough to get them to win. But
If he just stayed there, one nah. This guy, the Omen, I think it was, is definitely swinging to check him.
He's so clever. He's just unbelievably clever.
Showstopper from the shadows. The ult's available at the moment here from the side of Liquid. A plethora still here from Fancy United. Hit, not yet invested. Maybe used for a retake if it comes down to it. Just push out of the cyber cage, and we see him stunned up, and
I
Keiko
mean,
still finds the headshot.
this wasn't too bad to push
Showstopper
through
now
the
coming
cage. He
through
just believed in his
for a
teammate's
target.
stun.
Bounce around the back, goes over towards ramp, spots him, sends it, but it's going to be landing too short. Boombot in the meantime gets some damage down. Keiko going to be at 7 HP, and as he sprays through, gets Vera as well. Drop comes in, Kawa arrives at backside. Weapon drawn out, Yampi can't find, but Keiko now
Bro,
technically
yeah,
on for an
he's just
ace, but
farming
no fault.
everyone
Ezio
though.
Gets the elimination. Does he invents the pit? Yes, he does. It comes through. Mystic around the corner. Yes, I can. Flushes him out.
Do you reckon this will be one of those things where Liquid decides to do a timeout?
Sends out the drone, spots him for a
Oh, I mean,
quick
he
little
can
moment.
spam this, right?
Sprays across, finds one.
Might not need it.
He got it to half, however. The retap. But suddenly, he's going to have to start sticking this here pretty soon. Dart goes forward, the swing.
Oh my god, though. What the hell? Yeah, this was, okay. So Liquid did play this very, very well. We're going to stick with the positives. Liquid played this very well, especially on the defense. Like the whole game plan pushing A against the no drone, no dog comp. So definitely shout out to them. Chat, next map will not be as easy as this, in theory. Unless Fancy do a crazy comp again.